Hey, hey, Facebook! It's your makeup fix, Candice Bertolini in the house, here to show you an amazing transformation. I love doing these. I feel for what I'm going to do to make this very impactful is do half my face, because I feel when I do my whole face start to finish, yeah, you see the before and after, but I feel like when you really see the two sides, you can see the power of true professional makeup, okay? This does not mean you need to be a pro makeup artist to do it. You can be a makeup enthusiast, you can have zero experience. You don't need to be a makeup artist to do these type of looks, okay? I'm here to simplify it for you so that you can break it down and do it your own way, whether if it's what you have in your makeup bag at home already, or if you're looking to spring up and clean out your makeup collection. I have the perfect collection to show you using minimal product where you're going to save a ton of money, and this is going to probably last you a year or more. So who likes saving money? Who wants simplified? Who wants a transformation? So if that's you, then you're going to keep on watching. You're going to click share down below so that we can show other women what to do, especially when you look like this. It takes a lot of courage to come on Facebook Live publicly with every flaw in your face, but I do this for you to show you the power of pro makeup, high pigment, less fillers, and how to put makeup in the right places, and you can start creating your own transformation. So if that sounds like you, give me a yes down below, say hello, tell me where you're tuning in from. We always have lots of new people tuning in. I have to say that I now hit like 1K views in 24-hour period, which is a huge jump for me. I'm hoping to do that in like a day. So we'll get there soon. So let's try to get 20 shares. I'm trying to hit that goal. So if you can help me with that goal today and spread the love, click share right now, because it is going to be a worthy share. And I thank you in advance. And when you do that, type shared in the comments so I know that you did it, okay? So give me those ones if you are here live with me. If you are a replay watcher because you're at work and you can't catch us till later, give me that too so I know what time that you watch this and you came to show me some love. Good morning, Maria. Hello, hello. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Amber. Good morning. I know it's like almost afternoon already. So I moisturize with 40 Cure Cream. That's all that's on my face. 40 Cure Cream is a heavy duty face cream and body cream, hands, feet, face, doesn't matter. I have been extremely dry and I've been lathering my face with that lately, and it just does the trick. When you're thinking of spring and summer, let me prime while I'm talking. When you think of like spring and summer, I think minimal. I think less is more. I want simplified. I just want to look clean, glowy, whatever. And obviously the colors I'm about to show you can be altered to whatever colors you want. This does not mean you have to repeat this look with the exact colors. I'm just gonna show you what you get in this small collection, but then you get to pick your colors. You can reach out to me and I can pick out those colors for you if you are the type that gets overwhelmed and you don't know what looks good on you. That's why I'm your beauty guide, so I can share, so that I can help you. Hi, thank you for sharing, Carrie. You are awesome. Hi, Stacy. Up, shared from Amber, South Dakota. Ooh, we got South Dakota in the house. Good morning, Katrina. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, for dramatic effect, so you can really see the difference, we're going to divide my face in half. So I'm gonna take my concealer brush, and we're gonna like lather on a good amount of number 0 concealer, and I'm gonna kind of draw like a line in the middle of my face, just because I want to show the impact, okay? So we're gonna kind of make this silly, but not, okay? Because I really want you guys to see the difference of a transformation, okay? And how anybody can do this, all right? You don't have to have major like glam skills, I promise you. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, good morning. All right, so I'm gonna start off, I'm so annoyed. I put sunblock on my face and I didn't reapply within 2 hours. I went to the beach with my kids on Memorial Weekend and I ended up with my brown blotches. I can't stand it. It's like you literally gotta drive around and like with sunblock every hour. So now guess what I gotta do? My Sotox. Sotox is what lightened that all up. I got to stop using it for a while. Now I gotta start using it again. Annoys me. I swear we have to drive around with like sun hats and sunscreen. It's annoying. I'm glad these help you. Good. This is going to be a visual. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to show you minimum on how to transform. So I'm taking number 0. This is going to be a collection that comes with a foundation. It comes with 2 concealers, so you can use one to correct, and you can use one to conceal. And then I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm talking. So I like really want this to be effective. So anyway, 1 foundation, 2 concealers. Oh, my magic number 11. My guardian angels are with me, my spirit guides. I see 11s everywhere. Who's into spiritual stuff? Who's like big into like law of attraction, spirit guides, all that? I always see 11s everywhere. All right, so I'm taking 0 concealer, and I just applied that right here because we're going to brighten up, okay? Now, if you're very dark in here, okay, so obviously I'm just like purpley red, but you would use number 2 for this part. I'm using 0 to brighten. If you have really dark, a lot of darkness, you would use number 2. Okay, so I hope that helps. The reason I did that is to add light. We just want to add some light because already, like you can see the purple, and already we add some lightness, right? I put it out in the brow area too to kind of add like a nice brightened base because we're going to do a bigger brow, okay? And around the mouth, I get saggingness right here. If you add light there, you are going to open that up. We're not doing this as far as like, you know, like the highlight contour, that comes later. So you're gonna be going back to use number 0 again later in the makeup look. This is just to brighten up. Again, if you're dark, really dark under there, you are going to use a number 2. So please say hello when you're jumping on, tell me where you're from, give me those 1s, and click share because we're gonna transform women all around the world. That's what this point is. It's not about me gaining viewers because I wanna be popular. It's about spreading empowerment and confidence to women everywhere around the world. So if you want to help another woman, then you click share and tell me that you shared. All right, next, what comes in this small collection? I said you get 2 concealers. We just did 1 so far, and you get your foundation. So it comes like this. So I'm going to use my foundation with a damp sponge because I want to build my coverage. If I just wanted full coverage, I would use this dry. But because I want to be in control of my coverage, I'm using it damp so it goes on sheer. Got it? Got it. Amanda's from Canada. I'm glad that you love my tips. Thank you for sharing. You are awesome. Hi, Krista. So I'm blotchy in here, right? So I'm going to concentrate bobbing it where I'm blotchy. I'm using Shinto 1 because I have some yellow undertones and I have some redness that I want to block. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You're also going to cover your lips because I want bigger lips later. So we want to totally conceal what we got because we're gonna enhance what Mama gave us. Okay. So I'm going to kind of rub it all in here. I'm doing more of a sweeping motion where there's wrinkles. Okay. I'm going to bounce where I want coverage. I have no wrinkles right here. So I'm going to bounce it to add more product. Where I have wrinkles, I'm going to sweep it so it goes on sheer, and I can move my wrinkles around and move the product within my wrinkles. Stop looking at these Instagram photos or these Pinterest photos, at these photoshopped faces as if you don't have creases in your face. We have creases in our face. You have face, you have like dimension, you're gonna move it. Your makeup is going to crease in your lines. You just push it back into place and set it with setting spray. So stop thinking you're a piece of paper. You're not. All right, so already, see how there's redness in my skin? When you're using Shinto, look at that coverage. Look how gorgeous that is, okay? It automatically camouflages that. So I'm gonna come around, get a little bit more bounce in my sponge. I want a nice flat canvas for my eyelid, for the eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more in here and then sweep it. So see how we did that? So you can press, but just make sure you sweep it into those wrinkles. All right, so already you can see the transformation of the 2 sides. What do you think? So I love the pointy part of the sponge because we're gonna go back into that foundation, and this is where you can get in those little nostrils, right? We gotta get the boogers, gotta get the hairs. The inner part of the eye, like into those little tight corners, that's hard to get. That's what I love about this. The mouth, get the lip, make sure you always bring it down the neck. So already we got beautiful coverage. That sun damage is completely gone. And this side we see all the imperfections. So what do you guys think so far? Can I get a heart down in the comments, or a flame or a heart? tells me that you see the difference and that you're following along, okay? And again, this is just your base. So now what I also love about this sponge is you take it to the side of the sponge where there's no makeup, and this is where you bounce and roll it. You want to bounce and roll it to make sure that the foundation is not sitting on top of your face. All right, you want it to look fresh. So if you are skipping this part, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? Because you got to really push it in to your skin so that it doesn't settle on the top surface, okay? Thank you for the flames. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for interacting. This makes it a lot more fun for me. Okay, next, you're gonna go into your second color of your concealer. Let me clean off my brush, get that 0 off. And this is where you're gonna conceal, okay? So now I'm choosing skin color, all right? Like the same color as the foundation for this part to really pop out my eye. Now, this is number 2 that I'm using. Now, if you are a lot darker than me, then at this step, you're gonna use number 3, okay? So now I'm just applied like a triangle type shape, right? Kind of get over here, because this is where it's dark. We wanna brighten this up. Get a nice base on the lower lid, just like so. Maybe in the brow area. Wherever you feel like there's darkness and you need concealing. I love to apply it with my brush and then meld it in, like really blend it in with my finger. I feel like the body heat of your finger is where it's at. So this is where you can go and do spot touching. So see how I'm going into where there's some sun damage that needs a little bit more TLC, my wrinkle of my number 11. You want to get some flesh color in that shadow. That's all that wrinkles are. Wrinkles are shadows, so you kind of want to get it in there. The reason I'm using this one to do this is because the concealers are waterproof. They are wax and waterproof. So you're not going to get as much creasing with the concealer as you would with the foundation. Does that make sense? Also, here's a big money saving tip. In the summer, when I'm going to be hanging out at the splash pad with the kids, going to the beach, anything that involves sweating or water outdoors, I will take this flesh colored concealer and use it as my foundation for my skin by putting One Drop Wonder, which is UV, into that and buffing that into my skin as my foundation. So I'm gonna totally cancel out my lip because I want a nice bigger lip later. And we're gonna get this shadow in here, like where it's creasing from my, my chin. All right, let me look in the mirror right here, make sure that it's looking right, because I don't wanna just go by the phone. And we're just gonna tap that in. What do you think so far, right? What do you think so far? Which side would you rather have? That side or that side, all right? All right, I love it, I love it. I feel like this is Halloween, right? All right, the second thing that comes in this collection is you get a powder, okay? I'm choosing translucent setting powder because I want to set this. I don't want it to move, I don't want it to crease, I don't want shine. This is gonna take out that shine, it's gonna set everything and lock it. So you don't have to choose this powder, you can choose blush, you could choose bronzer, but I'm gonna be using other parts of makeup to do my bronzer and my blush because I want to save you money. So now this takes another sip. Say hello when you're jumping on. I'm glad you guys are loving it. Okay. Next, before I start adding color, I want to do my brow. So in this collection, I'm showing you the teen collection. I showed you last week, but I'm showing you different things. I want to show you different things each week. So this is not a repeat from last week, I promise. I'm picking 2 colors that are going to, that I can use for my eyes, that I can use for highlighter, that I can use for contouring, that I can use for my brow. I'm going to do that all with these 2 eyeshadow colors. So first, I'm choosing this color right here. This is called Loverboy. It is like a tan color, okay? Love, love, love this color. Just gonna get a little on my number 10 brush. You definitely want a fluffy brush for this part. You're gonna start at your lower lid, where you're gonna get like right here on the crease in the lid, just to kind of dump off your color. But then you're gonna start to go in this windshield wiper motion up towards the brow until it diffuses. So you see how I just did that? So the depth of the color was down here, and now I just did just those circular motions and windshield wiper till it's completely diffused. Isn't that pretty? Like, this is such a pretty color. It is called Loverboy. I'm going to take it a little under the eye. And you know what? To sweeten this up, after I'm all done showing you, I have an awesome incentive for you if you end up getting this collection today. So you're going to want to stay till the end because I never offer things. I got a little makeup on my nostril here. And you're going to want to stay because you're going to want to hear what I have to offer you amazing people. Okay, so you do this until it diffuses. Next, I'm going to take that same color onto my brow brush, okay? And we're going to build out my brow. So I'm going to do a light brow color back and forth right here. When you're doing your brow, you always want to start here. And I like to bring the lightest touch past my natural arch to create a different arch. So see how I'm lightly touching and just coloring back and forth? That's what you do. It's like you lightly touch and color back and forth, bringing that residue all the way to the beginning of the brow to where it's completely faded. Don't be afraid to go too big because you can use your concealer brush to completely clean this up, okay? So again, I mean, you can always choose a different eyeshadow color if you don't want, like if you have darker brows, you're gonna go with a darker. If you have lighter brows, you're gonna go with a lighter. Okay, so it all depends on your brow. Does that make sense so far? All right, what do you guys think so far? Oh, my number 11 is still up here. My spirit guides are with me. Yeah, so I am very big into the law of attraction. Very big into it. And I know that my spirit guides are with me. I feel like I see that ever since my dad died and I went to go get spiritual healing. I don't know if any of you have ever done that, where I went to get all my chakras cleaned out and unblock the blocked energy that I had going on with throughout me. Ever since I did that, I see number 11s all the time. Whether if it's 9/11, 5/11, 11/11, 11 o'clock, this 11, that 11, ones. I see them on my God, license plate numbers. I see them on signs. I see it everywhere. So now I'm taking this small brush and I'm going back into that brow color and I'm going to use it as my bronzer, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of do this fish face and just stay in this section just like that and into the forehead area. Just to give myself some color dimension. You can make this a nice sharp look. You can keep adding. And that's what I love is because our eyeshadows and lipsticks are just pigment. They're not watered down, they're not meant to just be eyeshadows or lipsticks. Like they can be used for multiple things, okay? And then I like to go to a clean brush that I haven't used and really blend that out. So already we got this nice transformation on this side, and this side is horrendous. The only thing about doing these transformational videos is that I always have to, when I get off, I have to do the other side. That's the only thing that sucks. Okay, so my second color that I'm gonna use is this color called Peachy Gleam. This is like a classic. It's like that beautiful, like peachy, not too gold, not too peach. It just looks beautiful. It's a beautiful spring color. And I'm going to put that all over the lower lid, just like so. This looks great with a tan. And we're going to blend that with the long blender up into that other color, just like that, nice and soft. And then I love to go back under the eye with that, just to kind of highlight in the lash line. So isn't that really, really pretty? Then what you can do is you can go back into that brown color. Where's my smaller brush? Well, I'll just use the blender. You can go back into that same brown and kind of repeat the step. And this is what I mean about building color. Kind of like you build with eyeshadow, you build with foundation, you could start with less and then add it after. So see how I'm adding depth into this? Very, very pretty. Just like that. All right. Then what the collection comes with. So we did the eyeshadow for contour, brows, and eye. And then the second eyeshadow to do that. I'm going to take that second eyeshadow, go back into that Peachy Gleam, and I'm going to tap it here for a highlight. Just like so. And then to show you like a beautiful add-on, I'm gonna use our Enduring eyeliners. Now what I like about this is it's a gel eyeliner, which means it's soft and creamy, but in a pencil form. So it sharpens with the pencil sharpener, so you get that nice point. When you apply it, you have 15 seconds to smudge it, remove it, you know, define it, whatever you want to do, because then after 15 seconds, it's completely dry and it's not going to move. So what I want to do is I'm going to add a little into my lower lash line, and I'm doing this because summer is all about sweating, right? And we don't like that. So if you take that and you work in small sections, because remember you have 15 seconds, and you apply that and then take a brush and then smudge it, you'll get a nice diffused look, and it'll be waterproof and will not move for 15 for 24 hours. I'm just mixing up the 15 seconds with the 24 hours. So I'm taking that and smudging it. So now when I'm hanging at the beach or at a picnic or whatever I'm doing, I know I'm locked and loaded. And then I'm gonna take a little and smudge it into the lash line right there, jump to my brush before it dries, and totally soften and smudge it just like that. Look how gorgeous. All right, so it's like a nice smudged, diffused look. Now, remember, we haven't jumped out of the collection yet. So now I'm gonna go back into that zero concealer, go back in, and instead of doing this with eyeshadow, you're going to, this is where you're gonna use this because it's waterproof and you don't want your makeup to move all summer. And you're gonna lighten up your brow bone, just like this. You can add some highlight in here. Remember, apply and then smudge with your finger. You can add, instead of doing a shimmer, you can add a little of the zero into the inner waterline, like right there. Push it in with your finger. Add your highlight above your lip, center of your chin, right? Because we're gonna make those lips look bigger. Let me just kind of camouflage that. I feel like that my nose here is still, all right, so now I feel like this looks really ridiculous with this line. I just want to soften the line, right? Because I feel like everybody's just staring at the line, but maybe it's getting attention. Maybe people will stop their scroll and watch the live if I keep that diffused line. But you guys get the point, right? All right, let's just soften that because it's annoying me. There we go. Is that better, guys? But you get the point. So now you could take some of the residue that's on like your brush from like doing the bronzer color. I mean, I love this for like that whole like nice tan, like bronzed type of summer look. So it's so hard seeing the two sides, but so far this is where we're at, okay? I am going to now give my lashes a curl because I see a huge difference in my mascara game now that I've been curling these. We just came out with this lash curler and I've used a lot and it's awesome and it's not even that expensive. Yeah, blending is key. Does that look better? I mean, I wanted you guys to see the defined line. Yeah, it is, Krista. So this eyeliner, after 24 hours, I actually have to use our make-off spray, which is a new eye makeup remover, and to actually get it off. So I'm gonna use the fiber mascara and I'm just gonna lightly hit the tips and wait till you see once I add the pop of color onto my lip. And then I'm gonna tell you what special that I'm running today. And this special will only be going today only. So you'll want to listen up. So I kind of hit the tips first of what I just curled. And then I switch the wand this way just to kind of hit the bottom of the lashes because it really makes your eyes look a lot bigger. Okay. So, like I said, you don't have to choose the translucent setting powder. You can choose the bronzer. Got a thing on my nose here. Or you could choose the blush. But if you had to pick one and you were just starting out, you would actually, I would recommend, just as your beauty guide, as your makeup professional, to get the translucent setting powder because you want to set it. I want to add a little bit more pop onto my lid. Here's another trick to really brighten it up. Go back into that zero and you can just pop the zero on the inner part of the lid right here, right? Just this part. Go back into that peachy gleam, that pretty gold, and just pop it on there and look what it does. Isn't that beautiful? So now that just like really made it pop. And then you can even go back into the Loverboy, that dark brown one. So you saw the subtle way, but now like this is if you want to really darken it up. Say like you were at work during the day, now you're going out for like cocktails at night and you want to just add a little bit of darkness. You don't need more colors, you just need the same 2 colors, and then again, blending and adding, building up. And just keep that darkness right here on the outer part of the eye, and look what that did. So all it is the same 2 colors, and look how I got that nice and smoky. Right? What do you guys think so far? Hello, Gail. Thanks for watching. Hey, listen, if you guys are learning something right now, please do me a favor and share this live. All right, so now I'm going to take my lip brush. I'm going to go back into the 0. See how 0? Everybody needs 0. Everybody needs 0. And I'm going to actually line my lip to make it bigger with my 0. Because you know I got these small little lips. So we're going to go like this. See? Just a little. I don't want to do too crazy. Just like that, right? Then we'll kind of just smear it out. Then what you want to do, the trick is, you want to go into your translucent setting powder. So see, we haven't swapped products yet. You always set the lip. And for the lip color, to bring a pop of color to go with the browns and the golds, right? Because already we love this side. We love this side. We don't like this side. This side looks like I caught the flu. And this side looks like I got a makeover, right? Hi, Dolores. So I'm picking one of my favorite colors of all time when I go with nail polish, clothing. I love these type of colors. Who else loves these type of colors? I always love like the corally reds. I think they're very flattering. It's my favorite summer color, and the name is appropriate. These are the minis. We're sold out of the minis, but we do have them in the full size, and they're 20 bucks, I believe. This one's called Happy. It's our new spring, one of our new spring colors from the collection. So in this collection, what I'm showing you is the teen collection. You get the foundation, 2 concealers, one of the powders, whether it's translucent powder, bronzer, or blush. You also get 2 eyeshadows, and you get a lip color, okay? So Krista, you wear these too. You will see this color on my toenails all summer long. So now you go to where you did that white line. And it's gonna stay because of that translucent setting powder. And it's the way to do it without having on lip liner. I love it. They smell like cake. These lip colors are not greasy. Let's see. I gotta put it on my whole lip. I can't. I feel like doing it on half the lip looks really stupid. But you can see how I made that lip look bigger. You get it, right? Do you get it? Do I get any right here? I feel like I need a piece of paper. Do you guys get the idea? You gotta take the setting spray, because I feel like that makes everything come together. And then this is when I add the last coat of mascara. You always want to make sure before you do the setting spray, you want to do the setting spray and then your mascara, because then you'll end up getting black on your face. But once this is dry, you could spray it. So this mascara is completely water resistant, and with every single coat, you get bigger and bolder lashes. Look at that, because it's a fiber mascara and it builds up. So I teach you all the time on these lives to do, like, wait 30 seconds in between each coat, because if you just go in while they're wet, you're just sliding off product, right? So what I'm doing is, if you've been dying to try the teen collection, you want to save money, and you've been dying to try these products, or you're just bored with your makeup collection, you want to change up your bag, so I can help you pick out your colors.